Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today. While President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi affirmed the strict commitment to implementing the initiatives to provide a decent life for Egyptian citizens and the alignment with the goals of the national agenda in order to achieve the sustainable development within the framework of Egypt's Vision 2030. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to host this morning Dr. Hoda Rizqanna, the former Member of Parliament and also the Director of the Intensive Care Unit former Director of the Intensive Care Unit at the Qasr Aini Hospital. Good morning, Dr. Rizqanna.
Good morning. Nice to see you again.
I have the pleasure to host you.
Yes,
Thank you. Well, Dr. Rizqanna, could you tell us more about the importance of the initiative of Decent Life?
Well, as a matter of fact, this goes with the targets of the United Nations Plan for Sustainable Development all over the world. So the most important pillars of this initiative is to fulfill the items they offered. We should provide a healthy life for the citizen, and this was evident with the program of our President Sisi, providing health awareness, providing health free of charge examination for women, examination for family, yes. And starting also the wellness and providing opportunities to make their life much better by opening private NGOs and help them for program to fulfill projects which helps the woman to raise her income if she has no job in the government. So and also the men the same. Providing also another pillar which is very important is, besides the money, is the presence of project which cover all the environmental problems.
Yes.
We need to conquer all these hazards in the environment. Awareness for the health program because of the vaccination, because of COVID-19, of course, and providing awareness about how to protect ourselves on a daily basis.
Yes.
What are the procedures we fulfill? And it's always in the news. And I can see that President Sisi also didn't forget about the elderly women and the cancer patients. Yes. And the programs for them. They initiate the cancer units in many hospitals here to examine and to forecast the presence of cancer, especially in women after 40 or 50, providing also the proper treatment. Diabetic cases and hypertensive and obese patients also took a major part. As you can see that this is very smart from him, because he noticed that these three problems exist in on the same person. I'm saying hypertensive and diabetic and obese. That's what initiate the cycle of obesity and hypertension. So if you provide the treatment, the proper treatment and continuous, by raising the level of awareness and knowledge about the food, titles of the food, what the food do in your body, this is also help a lot to minimize the medication and to relieve the patient from a lot of disasters. Environment also took a major part, because we are exposed to a lot of variations in the environmental changes. As you can see now, we are in the end of March, and we're still chilling out from the cold and the rain and alternating the changes. So it's weird a little bit, but we are subjected to this variation all over the world. It's not in Egypt only.
Yes. Yes, Dr. Rizqanna.
Money also, water also, it took a major part at the program of our president because he's keen about the presence of sufficient water to everybody in Egypt. So
Yes.
eradication of poverty, eradication of sickness or diseases, eradication of lack of money, and all these are in one cycle to provide a healthy and good life for all the Egyptians.
Yes, yes. Let me add here that the women's health initiatives are going to cover nearly 30 million women.
Yes, it's a good number. Actually, when I revised the numbers, it was a tremendously big, huge. 30 million, you cover it in one program, so it's very, and extensive. It extends to all the Egyptian villages and governorates.
Yes.
Not in Egypt, Cairo, or Alex only. Port Said started, Alex and I think Ismailia. These areas took shed a lot of attention to the president, which is we as doctors appreciate the energy provided to all these channels. He has a lot of energy, our president, and he's injecting this energy to all the sectors. And I hope everybody got contaminated by this, not the virus, but you get some energy from the president and work properly to we fulfill this achievement. It will be a perfect target.
Yes. Dr. Rizqanna, how do you see the importance of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's keenness in increasing the budget or announcing that he increased the budget of the field or the sector of health and the sector of education?
Education and health are the most important files, and they are the rocket which will ride on and reach to the top.
Yes.
No country will raise the level of her people or her production or her economic and industrial level except on education and health.
Yes.
If you are healthy, you will delete walls and delete mountains. If you are not, you cannot do anything, and you cannot think properly. So health is the diamond of the of God to us. He gave us bless, and He gave us a lot of messages which He gave us the drive to move and to also make solutions to our chronic problems. If you are educated well and you are healthy well, you will find your brain works much better than in any time was before.
Yes. So, Dr. Rizqanna, to what extent does increasing the budget would contribute to improving the health and the quality of life of the citizens, and also improving the living conditions of families in the countryside?
Of course, because also in the countryside there are a lot of programs. Yes. Initiating small farms and small milking and farming. Farms for milking and production of dairy products, and also for exporting vegetables and to all Egypt and also abroad, which is very, very promising market.
Yes.
The other issue is that we provide programs, technical education to this young generation who are not capable to have the education fulfilled in university, so they can go for the schools which educate them how to be a good mechanical engineer, assistant engineer, yes. A good lab assistant, could be a perfect nursing assistant. There is a job all over the world which is assistant. We can provide the assistant nurse, we can provide the assistant mechanical, we can provide the technical assistant also. Even in the pictures and in getting programs, all that stuff, we are famous that we have a lot of people who were working with this field since a long time. And as you can see our history, yani, everywhere you find out that the Egyptian left marks, even the pharaohs and the old Egyptian.
Yes.
You can see no nation all over this world left their prints, their history, their events, their celebrations. Even the Nile, the day of the Nile, even the day of the God judging us, the end of days. They put it all over the walls. If you can see Hatshepsut monument, you can see how these people were working and thinking. The thing also, we are very famous that we have a lot of gardens, fruits, which will provide us with natural remedies. They are providing natural remedies from our grass, from our plantation, from our, you can see till now, lotus, the lotus plant, they are now among all the markets providing sweets made from lotus.
Yes.
And it's very tasty and very healthy. So when you discover that this lotus was planted over the walls of Hatshepsut and of the old pharaohs,
yes,
you wonder how these people were smart enough and they got these extracts and give it as a remedy and as food.
that's true.
So we have treasures and we have to work in a smart way to cover it and to provide the remedies from this plantation, and also to promote our generations to work on these fields and master their jobs.
Yes. Dr. Rizqanna, how do you see President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's keenness to give priority to the high productivity sectors that drive sustainable economic growth, such as, for example, manufacturing, communication, information technology, and also agriculture?
Well, according to the international wave now, communication and, you know, we have a lot of, in the sky, we have a lot of production, and we have Amar Sinai, artificial
the satellites.
Satellites, we have many satellites. It's not only one.
Yes.
We have big one, and we have a good station here, and we also have science of space and chemistry of science of space in Zuwayl University and in Alexandria also.
Yes.
And the Japanese university also in Alex, they have this sector. And you can see that we have to provide the up-to-date level of education.
Yes.
When we come to up-to-date, we have to see what are the areas that everybody is providing centers for excellency, which is, it means a lot, but it is very good idea that you initiate in every sector in the university, special 3 or 4 universities all over Egypt, to provide them with center of excellency, which give the educator or the student or the postgraduate full program of nanotechnology, areas of the stem cell education, which is bring a big wave of change in the science of medicine also, and in the prevention of aging and slowing the process of aging in the organs, which is very good because we are subjected to a lot of factors which kills the cells, even in our skin. So we have to fight this and start working with it. And I can see that there are a lot of work in this sector, and we should provide a program to our expatriates to come back to Egypt to serve their country.
Yes.
Because it's time to provide Egypt with such excellent brains.
Yes.
We have treasures abroad,
Yes.
over Germany, over States, over Japan. We have a lot of our students scattered, and I feel so jealous that they are providing their knowledge and experience. Yeah. We can share it. Nobody will feel bad, but science should be shared also to provide the help of the humanity.
Yes, Dr. Rizqanna, how important is directing financial allocations in all, to all governorates, or the most governorates, the needy governorates, I mean governorates in the most in need, and the distribution of investments in continuing the implementation of the Decent Life Initiative and addressing development gaps?
Yes. Let me put one important point here, that conquering poverty, eradication of poverty, is the basic tools to eradicate terrorism and the initiation of cells which provide bad ideas to the young, to the youth.
Yes.
And they give him opportunities in either dollars or whatever, yeah, to make him rich, as long as he can fulfill their request. So conquering poverty, conquering all the factors which makes the young generation distracted from their basic society or basic environmental land, this is very important, and I can see this is the key to conquer all these factors which was playing around in our in the last few years. I mean, in the how many 10 years or 15 years, there are factors which is around us, provided by foreign powers, which gives temptation to the young generation for give them money or whatever to be against their land. The thing that if we conquer poverty and we eradicate it and we initiate all the small projects in the countryside and Upper Egypt should be full of small or whatever projects which absorb the energy of this young generation. Also supporting sport. Sport is very important. So yes, I can see that our president also started with initiating the idea of bicycling and cycling for the young generation, and he was driving his, he was giving a model to the sportman, yes, who can do the sport and pray in the morning, early morning, and go to work and check our projects. He's an example for idealistic president, so we have to take him as a lead.
I thank you very much for your time and for your valuable information, Dr. Hoda Rizqanna, the former member of parliament and also the former director of the intensive care unit Qasr Al Aini University. Thank you very much for, I had the pleasure to host you this morning.
Well, pleasure is mine, and I hope you everything pleasant, and I hope every Egyptian happy Ramadan.
Thank you.
And we're gonna be fasting for the coming weeks, so God bless our effort and bless Egypt and protect Egypt and our president.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And protect you.
Thank you. My pleasure. Well, my dear viewers, now I leave you with my colleague Hala Al Hamalawi.